Did you miss my last lesson that I released this Saturday? If you did, be sure to check that out. But here is a little preview of it where I'm showing you how to use your pinky to anchor on the sixth string to play an Aeolian mode scale shape that we could think of as a natural minor. Notice how I'm anchoring right there on the sixth string. So in this mini lesson that is part of the bigger lesson that I released on Saturday, you'll see how we use that and use the pinky to anchor to the sixth string. A lot of times we're going to go ahead and take our hand, and the second we put it on the fretboard, the first note we're going to hit is with our first finger. So we're practicing using our pinky to anchor, and you should always practice to use all your other fingers to anchor as well, because that's going to help you be a more versatile player. Because anywhere you start out, you can go ahead and grab a note with any of your fingers, and that's going to help you understand that. So what we did was we took the scale shape that's behind the one that I originally started teaching, and I showed you how to go ahead and take that first note of that scale shape, just grab it with your pinky and keep on going, even though we're behind the original scale shape. And I think that's something that is really worth playing with, because it's really going to help you understand the fretboard a whole lot better. So be sure to check out the lesson that I put out on Saturday. It's also got tabs with it. If you want the tabs, then sign up for my free course. It's a 7-day free course to help you unlock the fretboard. It's over at justpickuptheguitarandgo.com. And when you get in there, there's a membership section as well that's totally free. And you can get into the membership section, and it gives you tabs for all the Saturday lessons that I put out, or all the new lessons that I've been putting out. So I'm going to keep that up. I'm going to keep putting out tabs. And then, of course, backing tracks are linked there as well. Those are on my Patreon, but I show you where the backing tracks are, and you can always take advantage of all that also. So be sure to check that out. It's over at justpickuptheguitarandgo.com, and check out the snip just in case you missed last Saturday's lesson. Now we're going to anchor with a different finger. We were anchoring with my index finger. Index finger on that 5th fret, anchoring right there, kind of coming back to that home base with my index finger. And just anchoring there with that. But now I'm going to anchor with my pinky. I'm going to anchor with my pinky on that 5th fret. Why? Because that's my root note. That's my home base. What do they call it? That's the tonic, right? That's the tonic of the scale. If I'm playing in that A minor, then all of this is going to wind up being going back to A minor. So I'm going to keep that anchor there with my pinky. But I'm going to move back to the shape that's prior to this Aeolian scale, or this Aeolian mode. I'm going to move back to the shape that's prior to this. But I'm still going to play the same notes, and it's still going to be the Aeolian mode, or the natural minor scale, or the 6th degree, if you will, of the major scale, because of the fact that we're playing the same notes. We're just playing them in a different spot, and we're thinking about them a little bit differently. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to play this. And that's going to be my 3-note per string shape. I can add that one at the end there on the first string as well. So it's going to be played like this. And what I'm doing there is on the 6th string, I'm just playing that one note with my pinky, playing that 5th fret. Then when I get to the 5th and the 4th strings, I'm going to play 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5. That's my 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4 pattern. Again, if you checked out my free course, you know what I'm talking about. And then when I get to the 3rd and the 2nd strings, I'm going to play that 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4 pattern. On the 3rd string, it's going to be at 2, 4, 5. And on the 2nd string, it's going to be at 3, 5, 6. And then on the 1st string, I'm going to go ahead and play 3, 5, 7 to round it out. And that allows me to play that 3-note per string pattern. So it's going to sound like this. And then what we can do, and I'll show you this when I show you the next shape as well, is now we have 2 boxes, 2 places where I'm playing the same pattern, but I'm using notes from those 2 boxes, even though they're the same note. It kind of allows me to slide back and forth. Like that. So where I'm able to go from one box to the other box. And then of course, if you're thinking of it in terms of box shapes, we got that box shape, but I could also do that 3-note per string shape when I get up to the 2nd part here. So it allows me to go from here all the way down to here. And then all the way down to here. And up here. Like that. So all the way. Like that. So it allows you to move around without getting you stuck in a box, even though you're basically just playing the same notes in different places.